Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. The 15th anniversary reunion concert of the Tony Award-winning musical Thoroughly Modern Millie was a benefit for the Actors Fund. And we caught up with the company, which includes Tony Award winners Sutton Foster and Gavin Creel, just minutes after the curtain rang down.
A lot of these people I haven't seen in the last 15 years, and it's been amazing. We've been rehearsing all week, and then to do the show and have an audience again. I never thought I would do it again. You know, you close the show and you're like, okay, that's done. So to be able to do it again with everybody, the original cast, was wild. I knew that people were excited, so I just wanted to, I'd been feeling sort of out of body all week, and I just wanted to try to stay as present as I could and try to stay as in the moment, and I felt like I did, and I really wanted to like see everybody and go, oh my gosh, look at what we're doing and look at what we've done, and to have the audience respond and sort of welcome us, that was awesome.
It really did. It was my biggest break. It was my Broadway debut. I said I always dreamt of playing a lead and being on Broadway and getting nominated for Tony. It all happened at once, and I had to sort of really take that in. And to be back tonight, it was a joy. It was a total joy, and it couldn't have gone better. So I'm really happy that, and to be raising money for the Actors Fund. It's important. I started on Wednesday, and today's Monday, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, about 5 days.
And you actually had 5 days?
Yeah, well, I only rehearsed 4 of those days, I think. But we were in rehearsals all day today, and when you're
I'm right back.
some of it did. Some of it was like, I forgot that Miss Dorothy was my sister. I was embarrassed. That was bad.
I mean, people have to understand, 15, 16 years ago, nobody heard about Sutton Foster. Nobody knew who Gavin Creel was. They didn't know. But I look at what can happen in a short period of time. Everybody knows who they are now, and it's so wonderful. It is so wonderful. And it was great. I mean, I'm happy to see them together. I'm just happy for everything that happened for them.
How do you feel tonight? What an incredible night.
I'm exhausted. That's how I feel. I'm bloody exhausted. It's great. It's wonderful. It's very strange to revisit this way with the original company. I've done it before. We did it with Assassins. But this one's very unique and special. For a lot of us, it's a very meaningful show, obviously. And I was reminded of how good the show truly is. The book, the music, the orchestrations, the characters. There are no other characters like the characters in Millie.
And there are not that many reunions I've ever participated in. Like, I went to a high school reunion once, but this was, it felt very holistic, and not that anything had to be healed, but it did feel like, oh my God, we've been missing this, and it was like a kind of nutrient that everybody benefited from. So it was just lovely. Just wonderful.
It's been really great. It was amazing. Everybody has their own schedule, and so it was fantastic the way they were able to make it all work. And we all just fell into our own rhythms again in many cases, and so it was just really, really exciting.
And reuniting with Francis and with Harriet Harris.
Yes, I mean that was actually the most amazing thing, is that with the three of us would just get together and we would hear that music, and we just started to launch into those numbers, and it was really, really just a great experience.
Oh my God, revisiting this show was like seeing my mom again. I loved it, and the affection from the audience just reminded me what a great group this original company was.
Yes, it was so wonderful passing pictures around and just reliving all the stories. You know, the introduction to Only in New York would come on, and I'd be like, oh, remember when we would run and just elegantly walk onto stage? Just all those little memories.
Because it must be crazy, like you're hearing all this stuff in the wings and like, this is where I was 15 years ago.
I know. It was such a special show for me. I learned so much doing it. I was an understudy, I was in the ensemble, and I used to watch everyone from the wings every single night.
It was incredible. It was surreal and amazing and so fun. We love each other so much, so to get to recreate this 15 years later, it was such an important milestone for so many of us 15 years ago. It was incredible.
Okay, did you have a lot of rehearsal?
The adorable young ensemble, those amazing talents, started Monday. We started Thursday. We didn't have a lot of rehearsal, and sometimes we were like, am I in this? And they'd say, yes. I go, I don't remember it at all. So it was interesting because some things, and then it's like riding a bike. You go, oh my God, I remember this. It was fantastic.
It was bizarre, to be honest. It was thrilling. I was so moved by it all. And I was moved by all those people that we went on that crazy journey from La Jolla all the way to the Marquee, and it was such a kind of a profound moment in my life, my first show, and to be working with Sutton and Gavin and all those folks, and it was a really thrilling trip down memory lane, except it didn't feel like that. That seems inactive. It was very potent and powerful, and I really, I've been so emotional all week. Every time they do something, I just bawl. Tonight, I actually enjoyed it because that audience was thrilling. That the rise, I couldn't possibly cry with that underneath me. So it was a really great night.
I'm so happy to be there and hearing the overture again, hearing all the songs again, and seeing all the faces. What was going through my head? So many memories have come flooding back from our time 16 years ago, and I'm just so thrilled that we're all here and able to do it again, and it's been such a wonderful celebration.
What was it for you tonight?
Well, now, it's funny because I did get to see the show on Broadway before it closed, but it was right after Kate and I started dating, and we met out of town, and we came back to New York, and she was surprised that I hadn't seen it, and she's like, well, you should see it. We'll go, let's go. And she took me to see it, and I think it's been the first time you had seen it since you had left.
That's right.
And it was phenomenal, and Mark Kudish was still in it, and I'd known Mark for years, and I think, anyway, it was wonderful, and then to see it tonight with Kate in it, and of course I'm such a fan, I'm like, I want a little bit more of Kate, but
You'll have to walk next door to the Schubert and see her and Dolly.
You'll get that
exactly.
tomorrow night. Yeah,
but I'm such a fan of everybody on that stage, and
legends. We were going through old pictures. We're like, oh, here we are at each other's weddings. Here we are holding each other's babies. I mean, that's the kind of dressing room it was with these ladies. They're incredibly, we're still very close friends and care very deeply about each other. It's that's unusual.